Hey, I just got back from Indianapolis, Indiana, where I had a great weekend spent at the Indiana Convention Center watching an amazing volleyball tournament, the Mid-East Qualifier. But I also got a chance to do one of my favorite things in Indianapolis, and that is walk along the Indiana Canal. So we'll start by checking out the Indiana Convention Center. So let's head inside. So the convention center was filled with 100 courts and another 40 to 50 courts over at the Lucas Oil Stadium right next door. It does connect through a walkway underground, but so cool to be able to check out this facility. The stadium opened in 2008. It still looks brand new. I love how Indianapolis is such a walk and bike friendly city. They actually built a bike trail right through the downtown. A nice loop, it's called the Cultural Trail. It opened in 1999 and has been very popular. Before heading over to the canal, I wanted a chance to check out a couple other things, like the train station that's been restored, this walkway that connects the convention center over to the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where the Indiana Pacers play, the John Wooden statue, the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, which is iconic to Indianapolis, and of course the capital of Indiana. This is my favorite view of Indianapolis. I first discovered this spot back in 2002 after I ran the Indy 500 half marathon. And I've been coming back with each trip over the years. If you come to Indianapolis and only have time to do one thing, I suggest coming to this spot. On the Blackford Street Bridge, looking east. And here's where I'll start, the Canal Walk. The canal itself is quite historic. It was intended to connect the Wabash and Erie Canal to the Ohio River back in the early 1800s, but the state of Indiana went bankrupt and the canal was stopped in 1839. So this downtown portion of the canal, about 2 miles long, was restored in the mid-1980s. And yes, those are snowflakes you are seeing. It was pretty cold the day I did this walk. Up ahead is a steam clock right behind the Indiana State Museum. I happened to catch it at the right time, as it just started singing as I walked by. This is the Indiana Medal of Honor Memorial. It's a series of 27 curved glass walls and pays tribute to the state's Medal of Honor recipients, which are represented by the 15 different conflicts the United States has had. If you notice, the canal water does look a little green. And the reason that is I did this walk on March 18th, the day after St. Patrick's Day. They had dyed it green for the holiday. In the summer months, you can get a kayak rental or a paddle boat. This is something I would love to try. On the left here is the Indiana Historical Society, another great stop along the canal. The artwork under each overpass is a great touch. I really enjoyed this part. On the right here, across the canal, is a Residence Inn, and as I walk up on the left here, that's an office building. This sculpture sits on top of the bridge where Michigan Street intersects with Indiana Avenue. The intersection is right above the canal. This bridge over the canal is actually part of the cultural trail that I had mentioned earlier. The bridge leads up to another memorial on the canal, the USS Indianapolis Memorial, honoring the World War II battleship. Great spot, and I recommend visiting. The canal does go a little bit further. You can see the end in this shot, but I'm going to turn around and start heading back. These are condos on both sides of the canal as I walk through this part. There are condos, hotels, parks, and museums all along the canal. It's just a great place to walk or run. I really love this part of Indianapolis. And before I end this, I just want to mention my food discovery is the Garage Food Hall. And this place is fantastic. It's in an old Coca-Cola bottling plant. There's something for everyone with over 20 food and drink vendors. Plenty of great places to sit, relax, and enjoy. I really love this spot and recommend it. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.